Okay, so let's now continue with question 2. And for this video, what we'll be doing is we're looking more at algebra. And our first question is to simplify x squared plus 7x divided by x squared minus 49. So for this question, we need to actually try and simplify these terms out first before we can actually do anything to solve. So taking it into parts, so for the top part, we're going to have x squared plus 7x. And let's do our factorization now. What's similar between x squared and 7x? It is x. And then we have our bracket. So we're going to have x times x, which is x squared divided by x, leaving us with x. And then 7x divided by x will leave us with plus 7. So that's what's going to go in the numerator part. Now for the denominator part, we have x squared minus 49. Now, simply put, whenever you see a question looking like this, you're going to go and create two brackets. So what you're going to do is you're going to put x, which is a variable in both of the brackets. And notice here we have 49. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just do the root of whatever number we have, in this case 49, so we have 7. So we're putting 7 in the bracket now. The last thing to do is, in one bracket is negative, and the next bracket is positive. So when you put all of this together now, for our numerator, we're going to have x, open bracket, x plus 7. And then for the bottom, we're going to have x minus 7 and x plus 7. So what we can actually now do is, if we have any brackets in the top that's also in the bottom, we can just cancel it out. So what that would mean is x plus 7 is going to cancel x plus 7, which leaves us with the answer to be x, open bracket, open bracket, x minus 7. You don't need to put the bracket back again. You can just write it as is. So that's the first one. Now in the next one, we're told to find the value of r when x squared times x to the 6 is equal to x to the r. So we have x squared times x to the 6 is equal to x to the r, and we're solving for r. If we notice, our bases are the same, which means we can go ahead and add the power. So it's x into plus 6 is equal to x to the r. So x2 plus 6 is 8 is equal to x to the r. Meaning that since here the power is 8, that's what r is equal to. So r is equal to 8. And then for this question here, we're solving for s when s cubed is equal to 8. So for this question here, there are several ways you can do it. If you're very familiar with how you would multiply by cubes, you would know the answer already. But for those that are not very much familiar with that, we'll be using our calculator to solve this question. So whenever you actually are moving from a power just to a whole number, what we're doing is we're going to try to figure this out. We're going to put the square root sign, and we're going to put 8 here. Whatever it is your power is, now again, this is a power we're using. We're not dealing with fractionals, it's just the power. We're going to put it in the little v of the square root symbol. And in doing that, we're going to have cube root. So let me see if I can remember how I do this here now. So I'm going to do shift. And you notice here I have n, and then I have the square root symbol. I'm going to tap that. All right, so I have to press 3 first. So I have to do 3, shift. So this is cube root of 8 equals 2. So the answer here is s is equal to 2. All right, so then we come into this question here now. So the diagram below shows a triangle and a quadrilateral. All angles are in degrees and are written in terms of A or B. And we're told that for the triangle here, show that 2A plus 5B is equal to 171. So we're looking for 2A plus 5B is equal to 171, meaning that that needs to be our answer. So remember, again, it's a triangle, and we're told we're looking at the angles in this triangle because that's what we're given. We're given 3b, a plus 2b, and a plus 9. Meaning, when we have a plus 2b, which is this one, plus a plus 9, which is here, plus 3b is equal to the sum of angles in the triangle, which is 180 degrees. Now, once that is done, our next step is actually to group the like terms. So here we have a, here we have another a. So just make sure that you understand this is a 9. So we're going to have a plus a. So we just dealt with that. We have 2b and 3b. So we have plus 2b plus 3b. And then notice we're just going to have the 9 here remaining. So this is plus 9 is equal to 180. A plus a is 2a, plus 2b plus 3b is 5b, plus 9 is equal to 180. So with the 9 now, we're going to just, as we would want to say, take it over and subtract. We're going to have 2a plus 5b. And the reason for subtraction is because on this side it's adding, so it's going to go over and subtract. So it's 180 minus 9. So 2a plus 5b is equal to 180 take 9, which is 171. So with this being done, you've actually would have gained the mark because you've arrived at what they wanted you to prove. So I'm going to have to now take this off so I can actually work on the next part of this question. Actually, yeah, I can take it off because I believe the next part we have to do some maybe it's simultaneous equations, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Now for the next one, we're told to, for the quadrilateral four-sided figure, so we're dealing with this one, we have to show that 7a plus 8b is equal to 342. So like before, we're looking at what's inside. So let's start. We have 6a plus 3a plus 2b. So we're here now. Coming down here, we're going to have plus 3b minus 2a. Then we come across here, plus 18 plus 3b, which is equal to quadrilateral 360. When I actually do my next videos, I need to make sure I actually have more space. Just give me a moment. Let me just minimize this section. Erase here. Erase all of this so I actually have more space to write. So let's go again. 6a plus 3a plus 2b plus 3b minus 2a plus 18 plus 3b is equal to 360 degrees. So like before, we're needing to ensure we have all of the a's grouped. So we have an a here, another one here, and next one here. So we have 6a plus 3a. Notice this is negative 2a. So we just worked out all of the a's. So we have a b here and yeah, come on, come off. Good. So what we have now is a b there and another b there. So this is plus 2b plus 3b. And then we have our 18. So this is plus 18 is equal to 360. So 6, again, I just want you to start using a calculator. So I'll be using a calculator so you can actually get comfortable with it. 6 plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 7. So we have 7a plus 2 and 3 is going to give us 5b plus 18 is equal to 360. Let's say we're going to take this over and then subtract because of course it's adding on this side. So 7a plus 5b is equal to 360 minus 18. So 360 take 18 is equal to 342. 7a plus 5b is equal to 342. That is stated there. So in this case, you've actually proven by following these steps that these two answers are in fact what it needs to be. Okay, so let's now just finish off this question. So we have 2a plus 5b is equal to 171, and 7a plus 8b is 342. So what we're doing is we're actually using these two equations that we have here, and we're going to have to use simultaneous equations to actually solve it. So my equation 1 is 2a plus 5b is equal to 171. So that's my equation 1. And my 7a plus 8b is equal to 342. That's my equation 2. So from this here, elimination method is the best method. And for us to actually have this done, we would need to actually multiply both of these here. And I believe we'll multiply the top by 7 and the bottom by 2. Doing this will allow us to actually cancel out a. So 7, so this, I'll write this in front. This is equation 3. 2a times 7 is 14a, plus 5b times 7 is 35b, is equal to 171 times 7, which is 1197. And my equation 4, 7a times 2 is going to give us another 14a, plus 8b times 2, 8 times 2 is 16b, is equal to 342 times 2, which is 684. So from this here, we still have one more problem. Problem is we still cannot cancel out. So we're going to do the bottom, we're going to multiply by -1. And in doing so, we're changing all of these values. So this positive 14 is now negative 14a. This positive 16b is going to be now negative 16b. So yes, using erase that and put a negative here. And here is going to become now negative 684. So just like how we actually made use of 2 and 7 to multiply throughout for equation 1 and 2, we're using -1 to multiply throughout in equation 4. This would lead to 14a subtracting 14a, and what we're left with is we're going to have 35 take 16, which is 19, b is equal to 1197 subtracting 684, which is 513. So, and b is equal to 513, which is going to be divided by 19. Remember again, multiplication here, so it's going to go over and divide. So 513 divided by 19 is equal to 27. So b is equal to 27. So with b is equal to 27, we're going to substitute for a. So b is equal to 27, and we're going to substitute it in equation 1. So 2a plus 5 times 27 is equal to 171. 2a plus, so we have 27 multiplied by 5, which is going to give me 135 is equal to 171. 2a, so we're moving all of this over, is equal to 171 minus 135. So 171 minus 135 is equal to 36. So 2a is equal to 36. A is going to be equal to, remember again, this is going to go over since it's multiplying and divide. 36 divided by 2. So a is equal to 18. Yes, and with this being done, we've now completed